Guys, just following up from my last reading, got a bit sidetracked, so I'm just gonna look at some dragon messages from a bunch of my dragon decks. Yeah, and go from there, see what magic we can muster up for this evening. We've got the Dawn Watcher. Bells will ring. 31, which I'm getting like 13, the feminine number, in the dawn. I get a feminine feeling from the dawn, and bells will ring. A lot of passion, I think. Passion, new starts. Seasons changing. Sacred happenings. The Dragon Fae, goddess of Tiamat. You are stronger than you think. She looks like she is underwater, like a dragon water goddess type thing. Like a sea dragon, a sea dragon woman. There's kind of like a catfish almost at the bottom there, I think. Catfish dragon. Catfish dragon. And we've got the colours of autumn, like the orange, yellows, greens. Lady Green, open your heart. Bit of a Celtic twist there. Plaits in her hair. Spring vibe. Knowing your vibe. Number 2. And then we got discipline. It's holding on to some rocks there in some pretty heavy flow. And I'm kind of getting that, like what my last video was about, is like, you know, holding your own when kind of it feels like you're getting sucked into your spirals. Like standing your ground, holding your own. Fighting the current, you know, of outside influences. And service. Very much orange thing going on here. They're very orange. So, the sacred, holding the light, spreading the light, servicing your own light. I was just getting like topping yourself up when you need to be topped up. Abundance, chrysanthemum, popinjay. It's like little butterfly dragons. What positives do I experience abundantly? This card is a reminder of all you have in abundance in your life. Look beyond material possessions and money and include everything that makes your soul feel full. You may have a multitude of friends and loved ones, or wealth of little joys that you experience every day. Take note and acknowledge and thank the universe for all the bounty in your life. Show gratitude for your current abundances and be ready to accept new ones. Know that you walk through every day full in heart, spirit and life. And like that, they're the like little things that I was talking about to like boost your mood when you're kind of have gotten, you know, low down. Yeah, like I was getting so many messages of help today, like even Johnny Cash, you know, get rhythm when you get the blues, which is, you know, get back into your flow, like feel your groove again, like whatever gets you into your rhythm, your groove, you know, especially music, freaking music, dance, your pleasure zone, which is the orange, which is your sacral, you know. This is what will get you back into your flow, your zone. That's that little pleasure zone, you know. And the beauty, like your beauty and the beauty around you, like all these things, is that's what fills your cup. And some days it's like your cup has a fucking hole in it and you've got to try so hard, like it's being sucked out of you, you know. And that's what, like, sometimes it's people, sometimes it's, you know, goings on, sometimes it's universal freaking energies, like sometimes you're just freaking tired, sometimes you have been sick, like, and it just is so draining and your cup is like empty and it's like you're just going to like be sucked out of your own cup. It's running that empty, you know, like inside out, like you're just going to disappear. So, you know, you've got to really try hard to fill your cup up again. And these are the things, like to look for all those little things that fill your cup up to overflowing again. And appreciation, sunflower, Diana, Fritillaria, Fritillary, sunflowers. Abundance, appreciation, gratitude. Who do I know has great affection for me, and how does that make me feel? Take a moment to reflect on someone you feel genuine and sincere fondness toward, and reach out to them. Let them know how you feel. We get so caught up in our daily lives that we often lose contact with people who matter to us. Be the one to instigate the reunion. Get in touch with those you adore and be ready to receive that affection in return. Think about those you feel great warmth towards. Yeah. Like another person can just lighten your life up an amazing amount and completely turn things around just like that. And that's the beauty of having those amazing connections in your life. Like you do it for each other, and it just makes life a breeze. It makes life like that turtle riding the current in Finding Nemo. That's what, you know, when you got your people, that's what you're doing, you know. That's what it feels like. And beauty. Orchid, yellow tiger, swallowtail, purple viola, violet. It looks like not orchid. Yellow tiger, swallowtail. Beauty is so, I think, you know, for me, that's my key in, hey, like that completely, you know, all the other stuff really is great, but and I think the other stuff gets me high enough for me to be able to then tap into the beauty I see around me and then feel it, and then I'm full, like that, and I overflow. And it's so important to be able to get yourself to be high frequency enough in order to tap into the beauty around you. With its symmetry and fragrance, every aspect of orchid is an embodiment of beauty itself. People have fallen so deeply under the orchid spell that they have helped to cultivate more than twice as many orchid types as there are species of birds. You know, and this is like the senses, you know, sight, sound, taste, smell, like all your senses are the doorways to your frequency. They're like, you know, like you're the instrument and they're the strings. Like you need to pluck them to create a different sound. You know, use sound, use taste, use smell, use sight, use you know, the touch, like physical feeling and touching, all your different senses tune you, so you can imagine how many ways you can change your frequency by strumming all your different senses. And yeah, that absolutely works. Like, you know, we are an instrument. We are tonal beings, and our senses are our, you know, our chords, our strings to be played. What small beauties do I see in the world around me? For you are beautiful. For the rest of the day, notice the artistry that surrounds you in the rich colours of the sky, the fresh scent of the grass, and the elegant lines of buildings. Acknowledge them, welcome them, and revel in them. See yourself reflected in the beauty of the world, as the world and the self truly are beautiful. This card is a reminder of your inner and outer beauty and the allure found in the world around you. Everyone has loveliness in them, even when we might not feel like it. The grace of a hand, a curve of the body, or the shape of a brow, all can be exquisite and loved. The charm of one's soul should always be held sacred. Breathe deep and welcome any thoughts on what you find bewitching about yourself. And that's what, like I've kind of said before, like kind of people say it like, make love to your reality. Allow your reality to make love to you. Join in to that love making, because that's what your life can be like if you choose to join in, like flirt with it, feel it, touch it, let it touch you. Letting it touch you is a big one. And we got a few of the dragons. We got Avery Matriarch. So the Avery standing stones there. Father Time and Platinum. Just quickly see what those messages are. We have 23. Platinum, I am the keeper of secrets. This incredible being is the guardian of the Atlantean temples. He connects to Saint Germain and is the historian and record keeper of all events during the Atlantean era. He can take you to and bestow upon you the magic encompassed in that time. His message: I am the keeper of secrets which are as old as the universe itself. I am here to impart this ancient knowledge to you for yourself and others. This wisdom has been hidden for eons and forgotten by many. Now is the time for these memories to resurface and for you to acquire ancient knowledge. Like many things, these secrets have been hidden in plain view. All you need to do is ask to be reconnected to them. And it's funny that, like, the language we have around so many things. I was thinking about this today, but just that term memories to resurface. And like in my last video, I was like, being sucked into our little spirals and having low frequency. It's like this water spiral of us, and having low frequency, you're like down here kind of in the drain almost, and you literally don't have access to all this kind of pyramid of you. You've only got access to like this amount. And when you're on low frequency, but if you can raise your frequency, you've got so much more knowledge and wisdom and access to more of your brain capabilities, more of everything, that makes you you. And that's why it's so important to raise your frequencies. And just that, because I was kind of saying, it's just like I just hate it, like when my frequency is lower, I just forget everything, and I'm just like, why am I forgetting? I know this shit, and it really bugs me. But the fact is, it's your frequency. When your frequency is low, you forget everything. And so and just that term, when the memories resurface, it's more like when you resurface, the memories are there, and this is kind of what it is, all in you. All amazing information is in you. It's like all our frequency. Like we've got to get to the surface. We've got to raise our frequency to remember all this stuff that we just don't have access to when we're circling the drain. And we've got to fight to get to the surface. The surface is, our high frequency. It's like when you can take that breath of air and you're like, fuck, now I remember again, yes. When you get sucked in under the water, it's like you forget. So he will make you aware of your healing potential and connect with your abilities deeply, enabling you to clear the lower vibrations from your physical and spiritual bodies. paving the way for you to become a truly awesome spiritual warrior. Platinum. He's going platinum. And that's what it's kind of like, the rising of all, you know, all your chakras there, like going from like deep down to high light, like you're up in the air with access to everything. And we got Father Time. Let yourself sink a little deeper into the abyss of quiet stillness. Father Time is probably as old as the universe itself. This commanding, wise old dragon will aid you to still the constant chatter of your mind and just be. His presence supports our grounding and brings focus to the moment. His aim is that we let go of linear time, for it is a man-made concept. His energy helps us to enter the void, which is particularly useful during meditation. His message today is, now this moment in time is a gift, which is why it is called the present. Allow all time to stop and break your habit of clock chasing, because in reality there is only now. Let yourself sink a little deeper into the abyss of quiet stillness and let go. The man-made concept of linear time is illusionary. It only serves to fuel the doubts in your life. I'm here to guide you to a more tranquil way of being, to be fully present in the moment. He goes on to say, the stresses of your existence are often due to your preoccupation with time. Find your point of center, breathe and let go. Whether these anxieties are from a lack of time or a feeling of not being good enough, nothing is gained by being fretful. Stop setting yourself unrealistic timescales and such high expectations you can achieve without making it so difficult for yourself. You as human doings fail to see that much of your stress is unconscious, as it is as natural to you as breathing. Recognize this and release it. So I think he's kind of saying, you know, the water spiral is actually just an illusion. And if you transcend the thought of like gravity, time, you can then position yourself within the sweet spot type thing, which is, you know, kind of in the middle of the tornado, the eye of the storm, where nothing around you affects you, and then you are literally free to choose where you are within that kind of pyramid of self. Like, if you can transcend the thought that anything is impacting you to get you sucked down, or that you have to fight to raise your energy, another way to look at it is to transcend that completely and float up the middle of your sweet spot, of your complete balanced nature, where you literally transcend material reality, like what is going on around you. If you're completely centered within yourself, there is no fight, there is no force being put on you, and you rise. So, you know, it's another way of looking at it, depending where you are on your journey, I guess, or where you can literally get yourself to be, do. And this is what I was kind of saying, like, you forget that. You forget that, and sometimes you have to go through the whole process of slowly raising your energy, finding your way to get to a point where you actually remember that you can, that there is no fight, that you're perfectly centered and perfectly fine, and nothing can impact you. And you know, that's one thing that I hate that I forget. And this is like the earth experience. Like I was saying in my last video, it's like each day you can go to bed completely awoken and you go to bed and you wake up in the morning and it's like it's a whole new day that you can start right again. That, you know, there's another opportunity each day to ascend, because I mean that's what it feels like to me anyway. Like each day I could have forgotten everything that I've learned about this kind of stuff. And yeah, that's what I was thinking today actually. It's like that movie 50 First Dates, where she literally, like, he makes this massive file of their life together to remind her every day, so she can go through that process every day of remembering who she is. And that's what it is like. And some days it feels like that, like literally every day is a new opportunity to remember who I am and how I want to be. Like some days I literally forget that much. Like today I was thinking I literally need like a reminder tool. I need something that I can look at in the morning which jolts me, for me to remember the truest me, to get me into the right state of being each first thing in the morning, so I don't get sucked down any drains. Because I feel like it's such a waste of my time and life having to deal with that motherfucking water tornado trying to suck me down the drain each, you know, day, and then me trying to fight my way out and then realizing I don't even, like, why am I even doing this? This is pointless. I know better than this. Why did I forget yet again? And that's what it is like. I mean, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, or whether I've just got a severe issue with my memory, or there's a reason for it. I don't know, but I think I might try and make something that might help me visually get me into like make me remember. Get a 50 First Dates type file thing going on. It may help. And then we've got Avebury. I will guide you to discover the best way you can heal. This dragon comes in with the strength and power to delve deep into our ancestral past and bring healing. She usually follows the matriarchal line back through the passage of time. She states, the time has come to release the chains that bind the continued pain from your ancestors, which has been passed down from generation to generation. You do not need to own this, as it is not and never was your pain to bear. She reassures us it is safe to explore old family hurts and release them to her. If she is shown up today in your reading, ask for her wisdom to guide you in the best way to heal the past and move forward in your life. She says, I will guide you to discover the best way you can heal and leave the pain of your ancestral past behind. Old family wounds only fester on a deeper level if not acknowledged and released. They serve you no purpose in your journey now. So stone circles. I'd be happy to go see some stone circles. This connection with Avebury Henge. It's ancient energy, shamanic healing, ancient wisdom, druids. I'm just getting like the runes, like symbols, sacred geometry. So there's, you know how like there's like stones, like our tones, our frequency, like everything has a frequency, right? Colors, shapes, like nature, like everything kind of resonates with a frequency, color, shape, blah blah blah. And sacred geometry is exactly like that. A shape, a letter has a frequency, like a energetic frequency that comes off it. And runes are like exactly that. And you know, you combine a stone with a rune, with sacred geometry, like then that's like what I was saying with us, you're kind of plucking the strings, you're changing that energy. So like, you know, shaping, like you're putting a symbol on the stone, like it's a combination of two tones, the stone, well, multiple tones, because it's all about the location where it is, the stone makeup, and then adding symbols to it. It's almost like you've created a song, like information, a song. You know, you're combining all these different tones in order to, you know, sing a song from that, what it, you know, what it is. So and that's what sacred geometry is. So all the symbols on the stones and how the stones are, you know, set up, it is pretty much like a symphony going on, and that's how important, and that's how we resonate with our environment. So, you know, like we understand this kind of thing about these standing stones, you know, the energy of the place, the resonance which is created by placing the stones in a certain way, and then you've got the symbols on them creating another layer of tones on top of it, and you know, you've just got this song, this symphony happening in that, you know, in that environment. And you know, that's kind of what it is, and that's it. Almost stays like a song in energy going on, and that's why people are so affected when they go into these areas. It's this combination of all the energies going on there, and to become aware of things like this, it makes you realize more and more of the energies around you, and where you're putting yourself, and what those energies are, and the effect you have on energies, but what your environment, how you interact, how energies interact, and that we are energies, and everything around us is energies and changes the energies. And this is exactly like Feng Shui. Is that how you say it? Feng Shui? Feng Shui? It's all about the movement of energies, the placement of objects, the feeling, the colour, the flow of energy around you, just like these stone circles. And you know, our environments, our workplaces, our homes, our cars, everywhere these energies are working in the same ways. Like, energy is dynamic, and being aware of how the energy around you is affecting you helps you understand and manage, and I was going to say manipulate sounds bad, but to play your instrument, realize that your instrument is constantly being plucked by everything around you, and how to sing a sweeter song, how to pluck your own strings, and how to be aware of your surroundings. If if your energy starts sounding out of tune, if you're not feeling great, to see what is, plucking you the wrong way, or that type of thing. Energy dynamics. There's ways to improve your areas, to just easily improve your mood just by energy, like the whole Feng Shui thing. So we got I'm a Star and Diamond. I'm a Star has spoken. Come to me in the temple of eternal purity. Let me fill your view of the future with a rosy light. The Crystal Dragon. Oh, barely see it. And the Cat Joker. The time has come for action. Will you receive all only by being prepared to give all? Will you? I said, will you receive? You will receive all only by being prepared to give all. Little Merlin cat. The magic wand. Guardian. The guardian angel. Fairy godmother. Fairy godmother. Ormiak and Dub. So we got, like, it's so cool, we got black and white there. Very dualistic. The time has now come for divine insight. Accept the darkness within you along with the light, and follow the path towards wholeness. 50 Shades. Time for action. Magic wand. Combine your dark and light and become your 50 Shades. It's like the piano keys. Ebony and Ivory. What's that song? Is it Paul McCartney? I think it might be a Paul McCartney song. The piano keys. Black and white. Ebony, ivory. Like, ebony is, deepest, hardest, darkest wood, earthy, and ivory is like the whitest teeth. It's like teeth, right? Animal teeth. Like a unicorn horn, really. It's like the magic white. The white horn, unicorn horn. just imagining these two getting together, like this guy and this chick. You know, the sexiest parts are about ourselves, is like, you know, that mixture, the mixture of the light and the light and the dark. They make each other more vivid. You know what I mean? It's what makes you more vivid, stand out more. It makes you unique. It is like a silhouette, right? The contrast. You know, the contrast of your light and dark parts is what creates the pattern, like a barcode, right? Like one of those, what are those new code things where it's all different, not just lines, but it makes you, it's like your unique blueprint is that light and dark mix. It's like one of these stones. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but like, you know, all the swirly patterns of your light and dark is what creates the beauty of you. And no one of these stones, I've got so many here and none are the same, but they all hold the most, like, a unique beauty. And if they were all the same, I wouldn't need it. I would only need one if they were all the same. But every single one is different and they're freaking mesmerizing. How boring would it be if they were all the same? And this is why you fall in love, you know what I mean? You fall in love with the pattern. You fall in love with the uniqueness of the light and the dark, creating something just amazing, like a sunset, like a sunrise. You know, like, you know, a fingerprint. Every little, you know. Yeah. Truth, red dragon, and fortitude, orange dragon. We got a lot of orange dragons here, and the red one, truth. I don't know if he's sitting on top of a mirror or a window. He looks like he's kind of singing or yelling. And then we go, oh, the tower's coming down. Change. Change is good. It brings movement. It's like that rock moving when you're stuck in that water eddy in the river. It's like a rock movement, which can like a little mini avalanche in the river. It might seem like bad, but you know, it literally moves that eddy back into the flow. You know, so some big movement, big change can actually change the whole flow, which is different, but actually can improve the flow like heaps. And then we go on the Fool's journey, a rose between your teeth, ready for an adventure. Feeling a little bit like, I'm feeling very cocky there by looks. He's that rose in his mouth. And the Two of Swords. What is the Two of Swords? Like a fairy dragon poised on the tip of a rapier, the Two of Swords is animated by tension. Change is imminent. Opposing forces are at play, and like it or not, a decision must be made. Which way to turn, what to do. As much as you want to close your eyes and ignore your feelings, this only leads to a temporary moment of stasis. Hold tight, take a breath. Nothing remains the same. As frightening as this feels, it's as it should be. When a paradox presents itself, embrace it with open eyes and a bold heart. Go past its duality and become the point of equilibrium. True balance is found in stillness, in the space between yes and no. Go and stay. With knowledge, the roughest waters can be navigated. Change is more of the Tower. But I guess the Fool is ready to make the journey. And I guess it's the Tower that creates the need for the journey, and then the Two of Swords is obviously realizing you need to make a decision on where to go now after the Tower comes down. And it looks like there's a rose in the dragon's mouth, so it looks like he's, sounds like romance to me. Or, the choice is made. Dragons of the Rising Rose. All is in readiness for her first flight into the unknown. She is brilliant and curious, a dreamer eager to begin her draconic journey. The white rose in her teeth holds her innocence, grace and promise, and the white tiger cub her youthful courage, vision and willful spirit. The tiger prances playfully by her heels as if to say, "Go on, be bold, test the air." A leap and a flap are all it takes to join the distant brace of dragons winging over mountain, down valley and across the untamed sky. There comes a time in every young dragon's life when the impulse, the need to plunge into the unknown rolls like a clarion song through her soul. The nest has grown small and the world is so inviting. It is time for change, for innocence to meet experience. Still standing there on the ledge is not without its share of dread, even for the most recklessly adventurous among us. But there can be no journey without spreading your wings to catch the wind and lift you on your way, without heeding the call to explore the nascent hero within. Attend the tiger's frisky urging. Trust your passions, your dreams, and don't look down. That first step is a leap of faith. Take it. Yeah, the leap of faith into the next part of your journey, which is the journey to true self. Kitsune deck. Sunlight after darkness. Some change. sunlight is coming out of the clouds. What's that song? Watch and listen carefully. Big ears, big eyes, sense of smell. Be still a while. Chill. Bringer of change, more change going on. Releasing. Looks like he's releasing those butterflies. Transcendence. It's gorgeous. Maybe heading down the fox, it almost looks like it's heading down the rabbit hole there, like Alice in Wonderland. Now that's the start of the Fool's journey. I'm late for a very important date. Dingly too. Trust your gut feeling. Let your heart lead you to who you are. Amen to that. Transformation. Let love transform you forever. Willpower. Improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. Work of art. Be the portrait of divine beauty. Free will. Get out of your cocoon. Free Willy. Free Willy. Turn over a new page. Let love lead the way for a change. Oh, yeah, there's a lot about love, choosing the... I mean, why wouldn't you if you love something? I mean, that's your passion, like I was saying with all the orange. You know, you're got to go after what you desire, what you're passionate about, what brings you joy, what brings the beauty into your life. What brings the feel-good vibes to you? What inspires you? What is your muse? Who is your muse? What kind of life would you like to live? And what do you want to do? What makes you feel good? What makes a dark day bright? What removes the clouds from your day, you know? Anything else? Time to play. Make time to dance and play. Happy life. Live a less guarded life. Be you. Listen to you. That's what you're meant to do. Block everyone else out. And rediscover your own voice and make it the loudest in your life. Sky Father, trust in the unknown. Got the eagle, look. Oracle, wait for important information. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Stargazer, set your sights higher. And Shaman, trust in higher forces. Blue Hoods. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. and hunt them down. Hold the space, Druid. Spirit of the fox, come through again. God, I love that fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Look how freaking cute he is. I love the foxes. Medicine guardian, and be open to healing information. Be a great teacher. Learn from spiritual experience. Release the white doves of peace. And the flower of life there. An elder healing through the lineage. Feel your power, your knowledge, it's all inside. And lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. And that star inside the apple. The star anise. Star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Take care of your needs. And guardian angel, you are not alone. The wolf has been coming through heaps. It's the winter. What do you need? That's what I was thinking about today as well. What do you need? A she-wolf? Unleash the wild within. Yep. Start howling. Tap into your animal instincts. Release your beasts. They'll guide you. I think that's it for now. It's a little bit all kind of a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but that's the way things goes. But I mean, basically, I mean, it is the journey to remember who you are and building that strength of you, strengthening the you and releasing everything else until all that other stuff becomes weaker and weaker and you become stronger and stronger, and you're choosing you. And like I said, like your inner voice, like you have no doubt. And that's, you know, like it's a knowing and a trusting of self, that you can trust that you are being guided by you, and you are choosing, like it is you choosing you and your path, wherever that leads, that no one else is telling you who to be or what to do, that you are self-sovereign, that you are empowered, that you are fully embodied and finally living your life. It is about your choice, choosing you and what you want. Being brave enough to take that path. Unfortunately, at this point, we do have to have a lot of courage to be ourselves, which sounds insane. I don't know why it has become like that it is, we literally have to have the balls of a fucking Viking. We have to be so courageous to choose ourselves and follow, to find ourselves and to follow our own path. And it shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be this hard to actually do that. And yeah, and it really sucks. It really sucks that it is so hard just to be you and do what you want to do. Oh yeah. But anyway, we're breaking patterns. It's pattern breaking time. It's generational curse breaking time, and this is part of it. And that's what we've chosen to do, and it's a very brave thing to do. It is a warrior. You have to have a warrior spirit to take that path, to take this path. You may not be fighting a war, but you're actually creating more change and being, I believe, creating more change and being personally changing yourself so much. Like, I don't know what the word is. It's equal warrior like, but on the opposite end of the spectrum type thing, or something like that. But I mean, this way they kind of call, like a warrior of the light type thing. You may not be fighting anyone, you may not actually even be out there talking or in the industry of spiritual enlightenment or light workers or anything like this, but the fact that you are literally changing the flow of energy within an entire generation of your family and everyone in your circle. You're literally creating a new world. You are, I mean, if you think of it energetic wise, you're literally a master. You know those movies, and you see them with these boards, and they've got all the shiny things, and they're going like this to change, like to see things and move things around, and it's kind of just all in the air, but they're moving. That's kind of like what, like, energetically we're doing to our family tree. The emotions and attachments, and like we're keeping this, we're keeping this, we're keeping this, we're getting rid of that, getting rid of that. Like, we're kind of these magicians, alchemists that have come into the family line at this point to have a look at what's going on with our entire bloodline and the people in our lives type thing, and we've got it all up on the board, and now we're like, yep, that can stay, that can stay, that can stay, that can stay, and that's gotta go, that's gotta go, that's gotta go. If only it was that easy, but we're literally the ones that emotionally have to do that in our relationships and what we choose for our life and the way we choose to live our life. This is what we're doing. We're literally, you can imagine it, right? It's like we've come in and assessed everything, and we're like, okay, this is what has to change. This is how we're going forward, and this is how we're going to do it. But it's like, you're the only one doing it. But you're not the only one, because actually, literally, you've got a whole entire team, and there's so many of us all doing the same thing. So like, we kind of know what we're doing. But like when you're, it feels like you're on your own, because you're the one that has to completely change the whole system in your reality in order to change reality. And we're all doing this. You add all people up, like us, like myself, and all these other people out there that are literally rebooting their entire line. We are creating the new reality moving forward by, you know, cutting out what's no longer needed in our line. And you know, you do that on a grand enough scale, that's when what we envision for our future right now and how we're choosing to move forward, us that are changing all these patterns, we're creating the new world. And it's a big it's a big job. Yeah, just guiding, you know, humanity into a new future, much better one. No big deal. But you know, that's why it's so hard. That's why it's so hard. It's tough. The fight, that fight to change everything in your life, in your reality, while everyone around you does not want to change. By you changing, it's changing everything. And that's what we've got to remember, that it is for a reason, even if we can't see it in our reality each day. You know, we are doing it for a reason, and the more people that do it, the better, you know, and faster our new reality comes to us, you know, that type of thing. And that's you know, that's the light worker type thing. You know, we change the energies, we change the flow. No matter what you're doing, you can freaking, it's just changing the energy dynamics within your own line, within your own area, within you, because you affect the energy around you wherever you go. So, you know, it doesn't even have to be in your family. You don't have to change anything. Like, it's just the energy within you that makes the biggest difference. But it does seem like you're literally like, you know, doing this kind of thing about creating the future, you know. Put this in my bag. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah. Don't know if it makes sense. But yeah. Some days it's really tough, eh? Very, very, very tough. And I still look for more and more things all the time that have some kind of, you know, ability to assist me in raising my mood. The more, the merrier. To help us row within our flow. Okay, have one.